Personal branding is everything. Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bree, and in today's video I wanted to go over some personal branding tips with you guys because I just did an Instagram live with a company called Visualist, which is a platform or app for fashion stylists to use to store their color palettes, to work alongside their clients. And they interviewed me before with an article, but this time we did an IG live and it was about personal branding and goal setting. So I just wanted to go over a few things with you guys if you didn't see it, because it was really impactful. A lot of the information that was provided on why personal branding is so important, not just for celebrities or different brands that you see on TV like Nike or Under Armour, or just different brands. It's important for everyday people, and more than ever right now, because we are personal brands ourselves. No matter what we're doing, no matter what industry we're in, if we have goals we're trying to achieve within our lives, if we are starting a new business, if we want to even get promoted within a job, like, personal branding is everything. So I wanted to give you guys some tips and some different ways on like goal settings so that you can make sure that you hit all of your goals and nothing falls to the wayside. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about personal branding and why it's so important. Along with the significance of it being such a major, eyes view for the internet or social media platforms, but personal branding itself is your personal image. And if you're an image consultant here, you want to learn more about styling, I have some tools and information for you in the description. But image and personal branding has to do with how you represent yourself to the public. And I want to go a little deeper because it's more than just that, but really just how you feel about yourself, how you represent yourself, how you want people to see you. And so that's inner work. But as far as your personal brand and people searching you or Google searching you, or even when you're getting hired for a job, people want to see what you have on your LinkedIn, like that's a part of your personal brand. So personal branding has evolved so much with social media and just people who have their own business or wanting to launch and do different things. So I think it's so important to understand that it's not just for celebrities or maybe people you see on red carpets or people you see on TV in general, or professional athletes even now, who are taking so much time to really develop their personal brand so that they can get sponsorships or endorsements. Like, it's so many things that can open up for you in different areas of your life when you work on your personal brand. So with that being said, like, maybe you do have a shift in your life, or maybe you feel you want or desire more for yourself and you're not just quite sure how to start. Developing your personal brand can actually improve your confidence. You may not realize, because you're really tapping into understanding what those dreams and goals you really have are, so that you can become that person. And while becoming that person from the inside, it's going to evolve into how you carry yourself, how you represent yourself. Maybe your wardrobe's changing, maybe your atmosphere is changing, maybe you move somewhere, your interior of your house is changing. Like, so many things are elevating and evolving. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen my whole background and everything. It just continues to evolve, and not just with business, but with your personal life. And that can also change your personal brand and your image. So before I was single, now I'm a fiance and my life is continuing to evolve, and there are other things that are growing that's making me want to dive into other avenues of my life. And so my personal brand is going to have to evolve with that. So I think it's important to just tap into what those dreams and goals are that you have, so that you can start to map out different ways to develop that personal brand into becoming that person. And then as you do that within your social media platforms and wherever you represent yourself to the public, and again, it doesn't just have to be social media, but again, people are searching for you there. It will create credibility and it will give you authority, and people will see that you really take into account how you feel about yourself and how you represent yourself. I was listening to a podcast before, and maybe it was church, and they were just just saying how you should always be working on your personal brand, even if you have a job, because at the end of the day, that job can let you go instantly. At the end of the day, that job is not necessarily your security, even though you may feel comfortable in it. But you have to always be evolving and working on your personal brand, because you never know what can happen. And maybe one day you do want to start a new business. Maybe one day you do want to elevate and do something else in your life. You have to be working on that, so you don't just feel like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I don't know what to do with my life, or oh my goodness, I don't know where to turn, or you just always have yourself. At the end of the day, that is your biggest cheerleader. That is who's going to be there to push you. That is the person that's speaking to your inner thoughts. Like, that's you. So you have to always be working on your personal image and your personal brand, because it's going to help you become a better person. Now, also, people are going to take into account that you are working and developing your personal brand. They're going to see that you're taking it serious, and that right there is gold. Like, people love to see someone that's committed and consistent to their dreams and goals. Whether you have haters or not, people are going to be looking. They're going to be seeing what you're doing. They're going to be seeing that, wow, this person really is serious about what their dreams and goals are, and they're going to admire that. And you never know what doors can open from that. Like, when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't have any followers. Maybe I had 100 or something like that. But as I was consistent with it and I started building more and more my personal brand, yes, I had, a different career and brand before this, being a fashion stylist and, working on a skincare line as a CEO, running different, platforms, a brand strategy. But this is totally different. Getting in front of the camera, talking about different things, sharing information, sharing knowledge, building out a course, writing a book, all those things have to do with my personal brand. And so this platform alone, I didn't have, a lot of followers, but as I was consistent and committed, doors started opening. I have different clients that I work with. I have, the book and course that I created. I have now a growing following. I have brands reaching out to me. So people are going to take into account how much effort you're putting into yourself. Like, it really, really sets you apart from so many other people who say, oh, I want to do something, or oh, I want, for example, on this channel, oh, I want to be a style influencer, I want to be a content creator, from those who just say it and not do anything about it. Like, people are actually taking the actions towards those things that they really dream and want to be. People will recognize that, and they'll recognize it because you are actually becoming the person that you said you wanted to become. And that's just something that people will always look up to and admire, because they want to do that themselves. So a few key components to developing your personal brand is just being authentic. One, just being your true authentic self. And that's why it takes a lot of inner work to understanding who that is, and a lot of tools or just things that I do to help me with that is reading books. One of my favorite books is Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks, or watching YouTube videos, or journaling. Like I always say, journaling is one of the most powerful things you can do, because it's helping you tap into what's in your head. Write it on a piece of paper so you can visually see it. And it's the same thing with vision boards and mood boards, but it's so important to journal so that you can really understand what's going on in here, so that you can physically see it and start taking steps toward it. But those three things, if you just wanted to start, are very powerful and will help you get the ball rolling. And then I know I always say this, but being consistent, y'all. Consistency is everything. Consistency sets you apart in so many different ways. You do not have to have everything perfect. You do not have to have everything figured out. But as long as you are consistent with what you want to do, as long as you're taking 2 to 3 steps every day, I know that sounds like a lot, maybe just 2 to 3 steps a week towards your goal, that time and energy that you're putting in toward the intention of it all is going to come into fruition. I promise you that. So just be consistent. As you can see here with this platform, like I said, I started with 0, and it's just consistently continuing to grow. And it's because I'm being my true authentic self. It's because I'm showing up and being consistent. It's because I'm putting time and energy into my brand. It's because I'm reaching out and asking for help. It's because I'm looking at different, YouTube channels, or reading books, or listening to podcasts, just so that I can improve every day. It's because I'm trying to learn every day. the most important thing that you can have in your spirit and in your mind is wanting and being eager to learn, because things are ever evolving and changing. So the fact that you are eager to learn and then put those, things that you've learned, maybe not everything, but putting a little bit toward what you learned to yourself or to your business or to your goals, y'all, it's going to kick off. I promise you it does. And that's with anything in life. That's not just with your business, that's with your personal life. You guys see my vision board I talk about all the time, but putting that energy into it, period. Like, even when I said I wanted to, start dating and just meet my husband or meet the person I want to be with, it took inner work, y'all. Like, it took me really understanding what my issues were and what I needed to do in order to just be open to the possibility of the right person coming into my life. Because we can be out here dating, we can be doing all these things, but knowing and having these set intentions on what you really, really want and knowing what that is takes a lot of inner work. So putting time towards, journaling in that area, praying and, reading different books and just listening to things so that I can start attracting what I really, really wanted into my life. It's the same thing with your personal brand. It's the same thing with anything you do. So just being sure that, you are being consistent with that and putting that intention and energy towards it is going to set you apart. Okay, I know I just went on a little rant about that, but back to business. When it comes to different platforms that you can develop, your personal brand on, don't just think about social media. Like, it starts before that. It starts with you creating your Canva account and you putting your mood boards together, or maybe you getting a life coach, maybe you're getting a consultant, an image consultant, to help you understand what that person would look like once you've done your own work on what your goals and dreams are. And then asking for that help, asking to put that together so that you can visually see that person. And then once you have that, putting that, maybe Instagram together, putting that LinkedIn together, putting that Instagram together, and uploading the different content that you've created or photos that you've taken of yourself. There's nothing wrong with getting photos taken of yourself for your personal brand if it's going to contribute to whatever goal that you have, your website or your course or your business or your style influence, and attracting brands and collaborations to you. And like I said before, maybe you have no idea where to start. Maybe you want to develop your personal brand. As you continue to be consistent, it's going to start making sense. And understanding who your audience is, if you are wanting to attract brands and different clients, or different people that are going to help and contribute to your business growing. So just start. Start creating, start getting your image and your personal brand together, start posting, start looking for different ways. And again, if you need help or some type of guidance on what direction to go, if you don't know who your perfect client is, if you aren't sure what direction to go with your personal brand, or even if, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to just be social media, but as a content creator or a style influencer, this is one of the most important things that will contribute to anything you do. And understanding and knowing how to do that, who to talk to, how to capture the audience or the brand is so important first to develop your personal brand. Your personal brand even includes the tone and how you're talking to your audience and the messages that you're putting out there, because that's going to attract the type of client you want. It's really going to set you apart in being a true leader and what avenue you're trying to go. And remember, so what if there are other people doing similar things? There's so many different ways that you can monetize and just be your true authentic self and win. Like, there's only one you. There's only one person that can do what you do. There's only one you. Let's talk about how to measure your success. Again, like just with my YouTube platform, I didn't have any followers, but I just put some time into just learning and gaining knowledge and tweaking things here and there, and it continued to grow so I could see my goals, each week. Like, I had a journal where it was a personal branding journal that let me take into account how much progress I did each week. and it went from, you know, 5 YouTube subscribers to 10 every week, to 20 every week, to 50 every week, to 100. So it just continues to grow, and although it may go up and down, you can still see the progress from where you started. And I think that's one of the most rewarding feelings, is to know that the consistency that you put into yourself, into your personal brand, into building your confidence, all of those things tie together, and you'll be able to not only see it but feel it. And that will help you along the journey, because like I said, things are consistently changing, things are consistently evolving. And so as the market changes, you will see that, one, you're excited and eager to learn, and those things that you may see that are maybe new in the market to try, test, or, you know, help you grow, you can implement that, and you won't get freaked out because you've built that muscle, you've built that confidence to just continue to push forward. So in conclusion, I would just suggest that you just start thinking about your personal brand. Is there a dream or goal that you have for yourself? Is there something that you really want to achieve and you just aren't sure how to go about it? Think about that, because really understand that your personal brand is going to play a huge part in it, and you just have to understand the type of person that you need to become, and your image and all those things will fall into place as long as you are, you know, wanting and eager to learn and grow and develop and reach your dreams and goals. I just encourage you to just start thinking about that. And if you need any help with learning more about how to develop your personal brand, from an aspect of maybe just your image, or maybe, you know, just in life and what those goals may look like, maybe business goals as well, I'm here. Reach out to me. You can send me a message in the descriptions, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at BrieWhatStyle. I would love to help and just hear you out and just see where you are and what those dreams and goals are, and we can do it together. So I hope that you guys like this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Share this with someone who just needs a few personal branding tips, not just, you know, that the type that you see everywhere on the internet, but this is a little bit different because it's a little bit deeper. So like, subscribe, share this with someone that you think is in the process of trying to really figure out what that is. I would love to help, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.